have invited Carol Tam, CCIM, as our keynote speaker. So Carol Tam is the owner, broker of TAC Brokerage and Consultant LLC in Richardson, Texas. She also the 2019 chair of International Committee for North Texas, CCIM chapter. She specializes in the commercial investment real estate in both Los Angeles, California, and Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. She has experience in commercial, residential land development, commercial mixed-use project, and industrial warehouse, multifamily, hotels and motels, and retail shopping centers. Carol is a licensed real estate broker in both California and Texas. She received her CCIM designation in 2008. Since 1994, she has completed over $30 billion in sales, leasing, broker price opinion, BPO, and consulting transactions. Carol is also one of the international guest speakers in Yokohama, Japan, and Taipei, Taiwan. Carol began her real estate career in 1990 after receiving her bachelor's degree in hospitality management from California Polytechnic University in Pomona, California. Soon after she graduated, she worked for East West Development Corporation, which is the owner of the new Otani Hotel and Weller Court Shopping Center in downtown LA. In the past 28 years of her career, she received her CCIM designation, Certified Commercial Investment Members, SRES designation, Senior Real Estate Specialist, Certified Negotiation Expert, CNE, and Short Sale Specialist certification. Let's give a heart welcome to Carol Tam for our seminar. Carol, here your time. Take it away, please.
Thank you. How are you doing, everybody? My name is Carol Tam, CCIM. Can we tell everybody's doing well? Can you give me a thumbs up? All right. I'm just going to go through this. Oh, perfect. So first page, the title of my presentation today is How Did CCIM Designation Transform My Career? Like Cecilia introduced me earlier, I'm actually licensed in both Texas and California. I'm a broker in both states. And it's great to be back in the West San Gabriel board today. I'm actually here in person because I just want to make sure the audio and visual presentation is doing well, and you, the receiver, are able to hear me loud and clear, and my presentation is perfectly presented to all of you, okay? And West San Gabriel board is actually my first, I call it in Chinese, my 娘家. That means this is where I had my California broker license since 1994. So when I saw Albert Tran earlier, I was just so happy. It's like coming home. And I hope all of you will be very beneficial today from today's presentation. I want to give special thanks to Cecilia and Mr. Lee, who invite me to present today. I also want to thank Albert for the opportunity and our wonderful assistant Fang helping me with this PowerPoint presentation. So from the beginning, this is my humble beginning. I was actually graduated from Cal Poly Pomona in 1990. And you can see my grandparents actually flew from Taipei, Taiwan to attend my graduation. and that's my mom on the right. So I was actually the first grandchildren, out of 10 that actually graduated from college, and moving from Taiwan to United States in 1984 and able to graduate from college in 1990. It was a big milestone for my family because they were just so proud that I had actually made it through, got my bachelor's degree in hotel, restaurant, travel management. So the picture on the left, that's where when I was 6 years old, about 5, 6 year old, took a picture with my grandfather. My grandfather is from Shanghai. So remember back then, the Italian scooter called Vespa was first arrived in Taiwan, and my grandfather bought one for my Uncle David. So look, I was very cute back then. Still cute, still have my smile. And I just want to share with you that you will have ups and downs in your life, but you have to learn to overcome it. Okay, that's my thing. If you don't learn anything today, learn that you never give up. Never give up on your dream. So my story as an ESL, I put, hi, hey, y'all, because I'm from Texas now. I've been moving to Dallas, Texas since 2013. I was licensed in California as a broker since 1994. My husband got a job transfer to Dallas, Texas in 2011. We used to live in Arcadia, and we have to pull kids out of school and move to Dallas, Texas in 2013. I tell you the truth, none of us was prepared. My kids scream and kicked. Oh no, we're not moving. Send daddy there. Let daddy work there. We're fine in Arcadia school. But daddy, need a family. We need to find daddy there. So I still keep thinking I'm a Cali girl in heart. I don't think I'm a Texan. So I say, hey, y'all. That's how Texan talk. I want to strive, emphasize how you want to turn victim into thrive. A victim meaning, ESL, English as a second language, or you come from a very humble family like me, nobody just give it to you. And you don't have listing, you really have to do your cold calling, door knocking, and you have to build that relationship, okay? You turn that victim mentality into survive. Then you turn into thrive. That's the whole emphasis of today's topic is you have to have a positive thinking, positive attitude toward everything. And I study hard. I go that extra miles. For everything I do, I go that extra miles. How did CCIM impact me? It's because I am nobody. When I moved to Dallas, Texas in 2013, Mr. Lee knows that. I don't speak Texan. I don't have a cowboy hat. And when they look at me like, where are you from? Seriously, I cannot make up your accent. Where are you from? I say, I'm from Pasadena, California. I mean, how can you not smile when you talk about Pasadena, California? You could just see the mountain, the ocean, the palm tree, where we don't have any of that in Dallas, Fort Worth area, right? You just smile, so I'm from California, Southern California. And the Texan look at me like, no, where you really come from? Taipei, Taiwan? Oh, yes. Okay, that explains. So that's the treatment I got in Texas, okay? So, but you know what? Nothing gonna stop me. I'm a CCIM. I can make money in Los Angeles. I can make money in Dallas, Texas. I can make money in Shanghai, China. I can make money in Taipei, Taiwan. Why? Because numbers don't lie. Once you know the tools, you know how to use your calculator right here. Okay. 10B2C right here, 10B2 right here. This is what you calculate financial, everything from internal rate of return, cap rate, present value, future value, forecast, everything. this is your magic, where you come from. Once you understand the number, it doesn't matter. You're making money in China, Japan, Taiwan, in Texas or California. Numbers don't lie. So today I'm going to show you how you're going to transform and thrive and be the best you can be everywhere you go. You ready? Okay, the Chinese daily news. I was the scholarship recipient in 2005, and I was very few of a minority actually received this scholarship from CCIM in 2005, and it took me about 2.5 years to finally pass all the exam and final exam, submit my portfolio, and got accepted and passed the final exam in Newport Beach, California. And that was 2008. Yes. April of 2008, I finally passed. I got my CCIM designation. So here's some articles in both English and Chinese about I was one of the few scholarship recipient, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Okay, knowledge is power. 知识就是力量. The more you know, the better you equip. So who is Carol Tam, CCIM? Here I am. On the left, this is me in the blue dress. That's when I bought my own building, my own office in 2019. And that's me in the middle with Masa-san. He's from Hokkaido, Japan. He came visit me last year, and we did a YouTube and Facebook interview and about real estate in the United States, real estate in Dallas, Texas, and he translated all my talk into Japanese. And the one on the bottom is when I was the international guest speaker at Yokohama, Japan. And the one on the right here, that's Mr. Wang, who is also a CCIM in Taipei. He invited me to speak at his office in Taipei, Taiwan, and it's in 2019. I was also a couple of the CCIM publication, because female minority in commercial real estate. I mean, seriously, how often you see Asian female minority speaking both languages, have state, in license in 2 different states, who in commercial real estate? It's not many of us here, right? Challenges I face in order to get my CCIM. Well, the first challenge is the financial obligation. Remember, each class is about $1,200, and you have to take probably 6 classes. And that's for introduction, CI 101, CI 102, CI 103, CI 104. And then you have to take the comprehension exam. And that way, with comprehension exam, you have not only the pass exam, you have to submit your portfolios. So they make it very difficult. That way, it's just not anybody on the street can get that CCIM designation. So financial obligation is very expensive. So if you really want to go through the CCIM process, make sure you have money, save it up on the side. Number 2 is time. Each time we take the class, basically from Monday to Friday, you're dedicated to take those classes. And each class is about 8 hours long. And at the end of the Friday, you have to take an exam. For example, CI 101, you will have review on Friday and you take the exam. The exam usually about 6 hours long, and you can finish very fast and just leave, or you can take the maximum 6 hours and finish it up. I do that because I always double check my answer. There's a trick. Because it's all financial calculation, you have to know the core. You have to know the concept. So when they have the Excel spreadsheet, you calculate from question number 15 to question number 25. It could be a long calculation. If you miss question number 15, you will miss all of them. So it's very important you do your calculation correctly. Does that make sense? It's all calculation. So the trick about taking those exams is do the concept first. For example, I'm very good at CI 102, which is sales and marketing. I'm good at term. I'm good at knowing market analysis, cap rate analysis, highest and best usage. I'm good at that. So when I look through that exam, final exam, I see the question has a long calculation. That's all CI 104, which is the finance. And that will take a long time from question 15 to all the way to question 25. It might be a long calculation. Don't ever get stuck there. So if I will see that question, it will require lots of calculation here, and I'm not so sure, I will skip that. And I go down, skim through the exam and look through the question that is easy for me, such as market analysis. CI 101 and 102 are my strength. So I go through those answers quickly. I already know the answer is C, the answer is A, the answer is D, all above like that. Bang, 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 get it all done. Then I go back to do all the financial calculation. Does that make sense? That's a trick that they don't share with you. I'm sharing that with you, okay? Portfolio is very important too, because for when I submit my portfolio back in 2007, they require 10 transactions. Every transaction has to have the broker signature line, have to have a copy of a commission check, have to have buyer's name, seller's name, and have to have a buyer's closing statement, seller's closing statement. Everything have to be proven that, me, Carol, actually work on those transactions. So you have to submit portfolio by following the guideline. Final exam is very important too. And you will definitely sign up the 2 days review. I have known people that sign up one introduction class with me and 101 with me in 2005 and 2006. Each time they take the class, they wash it out. They wash it out because if you don't pass 101, they're not going to go to 102. And they're not going to go to 103. That's how difficult they are. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you just want to see how it goes, take the introduction class, take a 101 class and see how do you feel, okay? But without the designation, without passing the exam and pass your portfolio, you're not able to get the CCIM PIN. Without the CCIM PIN, you're not able to have your name, comma, CCIM on your business card. That they're so strict about this, such a privilege and honor to be a CCIM. Mental toughness, I want to talk about that. It's because once you dedicate, you started, you're going to finish. You're not going to give up in between. There's many people we know that took classes with me and they all give up middle of the section. Okay. So once you focus, you stay on the course, mental toughness, you focus and you pace yourself. It took me 2.5 years to finish all my classes. And some people take them 5 years. So you definitely want to pace yourself, but you don't want to wait too long because you might forget what you learned in 101. For me, the most difficult class is 104 because it's financial analysis. But for my other girlfriend who does development, like the Katy Asian Town in Houston, Texas, she loved 104. My strength was 102, which is marketing, sales and marketing. I got 96 on my exam. I could do that all day, every day, because I love to talk about sales. I love to talk about highest and best usage. I love to do market analysis. So that's my strength. Know your strength, okay? Commitment, again, very, very important. You just don't give up, okay? Use the knowledge. Once you get your CCIM, make sure you practice out there. I practice. Like I'm flying to Taiwan this Wednesday, and 3 + 4, that's 7 days quarantine. And I'm already scheduled to speak in Taipei, Taiwan, whether it's in person or Zoom meeting. I'm just gonna keep talking and talking. Presentation, commitment, use your knowledge. They want to know, you guys want to know, how's the market in Dallas, Texas? Why people are moving out of California? How about the housing market there? How's the commercial? I heard Tesla moving to, Texas. How is Austin? How are you different? All these, if you're able to share, and that's what people want to know, right? Negative energy. I have to go overcome so many every day, negative energy. You will have people tell you that you're not good enough. People tell me all the time, you're not blonde hair and blue eyes. Why would people give you business? Oh, by the way, I donate my hair. My daughter and I donate 14 inches of hair to wigs for kids. So the cancer children without hair, they can have wigs and they'll be happy. So it's a good cause. My hair grow very fast. So if you see that I look different from my photo at the beginning, it's because I donate my hair every 2 to 3 years. Next. So how did I conquer those challenges? Number one is grit. You have to have the grit. Grit means commitment. Grit means never give up. Grit means go that extra mile. You define what is your grit. Some people is the passion. Some people is, the resourceful, all that. Face the fear. Yeah, and it's easy to talk about it, but I have to tell you, the 9 years I spent in Dallas, Texas is brutal. Mr. Lee will know that brutal. For the first probably 6 years, nobody gave me business because I'm a Cali girl. I didn't graduate from, Texas A&M, right? SMU, ooh, I mean, if I'm here, I can talk about UCLA, USC, but over there, no. So focus on my goal. So I just keep pushing it, pushing it, stay in my lane, go that extra mile, keep building that relationship, focus and focus. And I'm not giving up in Dallas. I'm a CCIM. I can make money anywhere because CCIM give you the tool and you can go fishing anywhere, okay? Financial freedom. Financial freedom, I talk about this because CCIM not only teach me how to rise above mediocrity, give me the tool so I can know every market, right? Do my bala bing, bala boom, and know what I'm talking about without being scared. I have fear when I talk to the local commercial real estate broker. No, I'm a CCIM. I can do the bala bing, bala boom like you. I know my numbers, okay? Financial freedom is important. My biggest advantage of after receive CCIM is because I got into triple net corporate guarantee. And my husband actually trusts me. After we sold our house in Arcadia, California, we were able to secure a brand new Dollar General with 15 years corporate guarantee, brand new. So I married, many of you probably know that my husband used to work for Disney Animation here in Burbank, California. And because all this moving and project, and we have to move to Dallas, Texas, because his job. So he doesn't like to fix toilets. He doesn't like to fix the roof. Any of you like to do any of that? Do you like to do eviction? Do you like to fix air condition? If you work with residential, that's what you have to do. Eviction, fix the toilet, fix the roof, and fix the AC. No, when you get into commercial real estate, it's business to business, B2B. No more if and but, no more, I don't have money. It's about following the contract. You guarantee the lease, you follow the contract, no money, no honey, okay? Multiple source of income. That's another benefit after I got my CCIM. It's not just to help client to make money. You help yourself make money. You have residual income, such as multifamily apartment, such as shopping center, such as office building, medical office building, all that. You receive rental income from your tenant. Then that's what CCIM is all about, is teach you how to be an investor, be an owner, be the lender. How does CCIM benefit me? I mentioned earlier, I'm licensed in both California and Texas. So you can see I have in both languages, because when I go to Taiwan to do my presentation is in Chinese, okay? And when I presented in Japan, they helped me translate to Japanese. How did CCI impact my life? So I picked those photos because since 2013, Dallas, Texas, Dallas is about outdoor, about fishing and hunting, So I got the biggest fish and I say, let's go fishing. So CCIM give you a tool, like you have a fishing pole with the bait on it, then you go fishing. So it doesn't matter, you go to New York, Florida, or Texas, you're able to make money. You could go fishing. And CCIM, if you're a hairdresser, in salon, beauty salon, CCIM will be the one give you a scissor that you're able to cut any hairstyle that your client's asking for. So tools are very important. Knowledge is the power. On the right, I found this Finding Nemo photo. It's really cute. Say, hello, who are you? Because that's what I heard all the time for the first 6 years in Dallas, Texas, is, who are you? I never heard of you. So in 2016, I come out, open my own company, Tech Brokerage and Consultant, LLC. Tech stands for Texas and California. Yay! Then brokerage and consultant, because I found it's important to do consultant business, because as a broker side, you don't make money until you close the deal. A lot of time clients just take your information, learn your business plan, and they don't pay you anything. So I emphasize on brokerage and consultant because I have a consultant side of it as well. Global opportunity as international speaker. So this is very important. On this part, in 2018, you can see I was in Shanghai, China, and June of 2019, I was in Taipei, Taiwan, and Yokohama, Japan. And here's a little video, so I can show you. It's only about 1 minute, but this is in Yokohama, Japan. I was doing my presentation with the CCIM president to the audience. And this is George. By the way, these people are coming again in October. This is Kiyoshi-san. This is the current president. These are my new friends that I met over there. They're both CPM and CCIM. Oh, and the Japanese give the best party. And this is Angela. And earlier that was Mark. That was her husband. So when they have graduation party, these are my friend, Yoko-san, Kimura-san. So at the end of my presentation, the 3-day meeting, I rented a kimono and I walked around in Tokyo, took pictures. I visit a bamboo forest, the temples. I walk everywhere. Basically, just having a great time. Enjoy the culture, the people, the friendship. So this is what CCIM actually, okay, how would CCIM designation help you? Economy forecast report from speaker Casey Conway. So this is a person I follow every year. He's our keynote speaker that CCIM hire. So when I click on the link, you can see what I learned from his, these are the golden nugget that during his speech, you're able to learn. This is talk about inflation, you see. More than 2%, more than 4% for food, more than 9% for autos, more than 15% on housing, 6% on building material. Those are the material, the stuff you can talk about it with your client, right? Let's talk about inflation. They're gonna be like, talk about it. What do you mean? You talk about it. Well, inflation impact our economy and impact our real estate, right? And labor costs. Mr. Lee will know firsthand, construction costs, material, logistic, everything goes up. Then what happened? It passed on to the consumer, passed on to the buyer. So something that it was sold last year, for example, in my medical field, I just closed 2 deals. We opened escrow November last year, 2021 for Dr. Chen, CHENG. It's an owner user. At that time was $285 a square feet, medical building, brand new. And before I left Dallas, it's at 309 a square feet. And the builder take it out the crown molding and take it out minor things that such as LED light at the entrance. For me, I think those are important, but from 285 to 309, and taking the stuff away, it shows that construction costs went up, labor went up, and there's a long waiting of 6 to 8 months for the construction to finish. So those are the conversations you want to have with your client, right? Top state for business. This is another one that Casey Conway shared. Do you see number 4 is Texas? Number 5 is Tennessee. So these are the conversation you want to have. Once you go and join CCIM, we have so many those program and someone is seminar. You can get involved, you can listen, and you can learn. And this is what CCIM is about. On the right, it says CCIM opportunity. Do you see that? You see where my cursor says CCIM opportunity? You help the bank to do evaluation of the cost overrun and project, completion value. What that means is, if you look at, I'm from Dallas, Texas, so I want to point out to Dallas, Texas right here in the middle. You see there's 21% increase on the value since last year, right? So you want to have question like this. Now, with the construction cost goes up, labor cost goes up, everything take longer. So why is the price still keep going up and there's still demand? Where are those people come from? Where do those people come from? Most of them from California. That's my bring up to my next point. Population, 360,000 people moved out of California in 2021. Did you know that? So this is a conversation you want to with your client. Not all of them moved to Dallas, Texas, right? Some moved to Arizona, but look at number 17, Texas. Inbound shipment, right? And the percentage, 54%. So that's a conversation you want to have with your client. On the bottom, I have Port Arthur. This is important because we don't have Long Beach, California, but what do we have? It's the Port Arthur near Houston. Fourth quarter of 2021, I have several clients ask me about this little town called McAllen, Texas. I never heard of it. McAllen, McAllen, Texas. Why? Because that's the border of Mexico and Texas. And that's where all the import coming from. Even the tires that in Dallas, I go to Costco and ask for a tire. They say you have to wait from Houston. Bananas, strawberry, pineapple, where are they from? They're from Mexico. Okay, so client were asking me, where's the harbor import export? There's no harbor like the Long Beach. It's actually in Port Arthur. Okay, so this is something you got to be familiar with, and CCIM will help you to know where your money coming in, where your logistic coming in, where your buyer coming in, marketing strategy, all that. Here is an example of my new listing in Keller, Texas. If anybody tell you that, oh, REO is not happening, people are buying left and right, and we're gonna keep going up. There's no bubble and there's no foreclosure. Come on, we have been going up and up for how many years? 12 years now. Yeah, and there's no sign of slowing down. But this is an example of a foreclosure bank REO property. It's a retail center. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 tenants in there. Five spaces, and guess how many actually paying rent? Only one tenant pay rent. So my landlord, my client actually bought this for $1 million. Woo! But the contingency is he's not allowed to do any inspection. He's not allowed to go inside to see it. So he had to buy it blindfoldly, and he had to buy it cash. And he closed the deal on December 31st, 2021. But he paid only $1 million. I mean, the construction cost is more than $1 million, right? You know that, Mr. Lee, in the construction cost, it's going to be more than $200 a square feet. But this guy got a good deal. And I'm the listing broker now. My job is fill it in. Sell, fill it in so my landlord can collect rent. So if anybody tell you that, oh, our market just kept going up, It's not going to be foreclosed. It's not going to be REO. Just watch it. It's already happening. And another good thing about CCIM is any property you bought, doesn't matter where in the US, you're able to run site to do business. For example, you click on retail marketplace profile. So anywhere when my client buy a property, I never been there, I could just put the address in and boom. Green means money, red means no good. So if you have clients say they want to open this kind of business, you just look. Just come here and look if it's going to make money or not. Or you can do this as a prospect. Does that make sense? Because green means money. Just look at all this category. That's what the shortage is. So for this location, that's what their shortage. And you just look for the green. Demographic income profile. I use this all day, every day. You never been to that city? Just give me the address. I'm able to tell you the percentage of white, Black, Asian, all that. I can tell you their median income. I can tell you their per capita income. I can tell you the average household income. Isn't that powerful tool? And you don't have to give out for free. You could charge your client consultant fee because you put those packages together for them. And they're able to do the analysis and say, should I open another, taco restaurant? You're able to see there's taco restaurant all over it, right? If they say, I wanted to open another massage place, well, you put it in, is that feasible? Is that gonna make money? Key facts. It's a 1-page statistic. 1 mile, 3 mile, 5 mile radius. It tells you everything about the area, who lived there, how much is their income, how much what is their average age, medium age, what is their buying power. It tells you everything. Isn't that powerful tool or what? All right, final encouragement. All birds find shelter during rain, but the eagles avoid rain by flying above the clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes the difference. So I want to encourage you all, you will have problem every day. Then how do you solve the problem? How do you have your grit? And how do you fly above mediocrity? How do you stay focused? How do you stay away from naysayer and just focus on your goal? Focus on your American dream. I want to thanks Westside Gable Board for giving me this opportunity. It's such an honor and privilege to come back. This is my hometown. I was here for 30 years from 1984 to 2013. I spent more than half of my life here in Los Angeles. I want to see Westside Gable to be successful. This is, I was a member since 1994. Yeah, I was a member here since 1994. I want to see you guys to be successful. It doesn't matter the economy, doesn't matter the interest rate. It doesn't matter you don't speak fluent English. It doesn't matter you don't have CCIM designation. What matters is you find your niche, and you find your purpose, and that you do the best you can every day, and know what you want. Know what you want and stay focused. In conclusion, here's my contact information. You can Google me. You can find me on Facebook. You find me on Google. And here's my email. So take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of my cell phone, website, everything. I would love to hear from you. 360,000 people moved from California to Texas last year. In this past 2 months, I met a family from West Covina, another family from Walnut. True story, because their warehouse got robbed really bad, damaged. And they say this is not a place for them to live. They have to pack the kids and move. And it's almost like book of exodus. They're leaving because the crime rate is so high. And last week I saw the young couple got robbed in front of 99 Ranch Market on Nogales. It just breaks my heart that people don't even help, and regardless those two robbery was using real gun or not, this is bad. This is a high crime rate here. You don't have the quality of life here anymore. So it's really sad. I'm in Dallas, Texas for 9 years already. All day, every day, I got call people from California. They want this, they want that, and they don't know where to turn. I would love to be a resource. I would love to be able to help. 95% of my transactions are commercial real estate. I do leasing, medical, professional office, and retail shopping centers, and industrial warehouses. I don't touch vacant land. There's plenty of land in Texas. I don't touch vacant land. So if I could help any of your investor to buy shopping center or buy triple net corporate guarantee, or by any type of medical building, whether for themselves, usage, industrial warehouse for their own business, or just for investment. As soon as you close escrow, they can collect rent. Those are cash cow. We call it cash cow. Those are commercial investment property. If I can help with any of those, I'll be happy to do so. Thank you very much for having me today. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
And thank you, yeah. And I hope everybody are very benefited by Carol's personal experience and knowledgeable on the commercial area. And this time, on behalf of all our education committee, with appreciate thanks for Carol, flying down from Texas. I hope to see you very soon, okay?
Thank you.
And so far on our chat box, I don't see any question, but wait a minute, maybe Mr. Lee has some question on you.
Carol, that was a very interesting presentations, and I think you share a lot of insights with our members. The question I have is, let's say for some of us who are not smart enough to get the CCIM, because we don't have the intelligence or experience and knowledge that you have acquired, what would you suggest to a person who is interested in commercial real estate, but for some reason didn't have the time or whatnot? Are there mentors that we should go and seek out, maybe guide us along, or are there books that we can study so at least we know a little bit about commercial real estate without actually taking the class? So at least we can talk to somebody who is in CCIM arena and we don't sound stupid.
Okay, so there's 3 ways I will recommend you to do, Mr. Lee. And number 1 is at least take 1 CCIM class. That's a 101. In 101, CCIM 101. Take at least 1 class, just get an overview. Okay, so at least you got the terminology down, like cap rate analysis, IRR, internal rate of return, present value, future value, all that. Okay, and number 2 is you mentioned about mentor. Yes, of course, you can find somebody to mentor you. Okay, of course, talk to your broker about it within your company, because I'm a broker owner. And there's so many agents out there, don't know what they're doing. And by the time they make mistake and they misrepresent their client, or there's a hiccup on the contract and they come back to me, it's already too late. So talk to your broker owner, whoever, out there. They should assign you with somebody. Okay, and I'm actually a preferred commercial broker for JP and Associate in Dallas, Texas area. They have about 4,500 agents. They're all residential agents. And I'm on the board, and I do my bada bing, bada boom. But there's agent, they try to wink it and fake it until they make it. It's not gonna happen, because Mark Johnson, the CEO, actually come to me and say, Carol, we want you to be the preferred commercial broker. Why? Because I don't want my residential agent to make mistake and become liability to my company. That's the word, liability. So make sure you work with a savvy commercial broker. And number 3 is when you do the big deals out there, they can pick up if you are savvy or not right away on the phone. So not just the lingual, you got to do your bada bing, bada boo. You also have to know the knowledge, because pretty quickly, the commercial broker on the other side of the phone or the email, they can pick it up really fast. Do you have the grit? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have a true buyer? Do you know what you're talking about? If you don't, they move on very quickly. They don't waste time. Did I answer your question, Mr.
Yes,
Lee?
you did.
Thank
And
you.
let me,
Thank you,
I don't see people. So I'm asking for my own
No
benefits.
problem, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, you are very unique. You have gone through some hardships and somehow you carve a niche for yourself. And
Thank you.
one thing I admire you, and not too many CCIM probably have gone through what you're going through. How did you market yourself to foreigners? Meaning you went to Taiwan, you went to Japan, you went to China, outside of the country. Are you very good in networking with other similar agencies, somehow broadcasting your knowledge and experience so people invite you? Because I see a lot of investors are from out of the United States, so they have got a lot of cash, wherever that might be. And I'm sure that would help some of us, who are a little cash strapped in view of the current inflation. How do you get into that particular arena to say, here's Carol Tam, I'm doing things in California, I'm doing things in Texas. Invite me over to Japan and spread the news. How do you set up that channel?
I really, a short answer, Mr. Lee, is relationship.
Okay.
You got to cultivate that relationship for years and years. I got
Correct.
invited to go to Japan because my relationship with Kiyoshi-san. And it's not because I speak Japanese, because I don't. And I'm just another CCIM, but because I must have made a big impact on him, because I saw him in San Diego. I saw him in 2017. We went to Toronto, Canada. I saw him again. And in 2018, I saw him again, just like when you go to those CCIM events, you will see the same people, but no guarantee all of them will like me as, Carol Tam, CCIM. They like somebody else too. But the short answer is you got to spend quality time. You got to have I don't know. I like you and me, Mr. Lee. How did we meet? We get along, right? Yeah, it just it's a personality, and like for me, I don't have good luck with working with people from China, because I grow up here in the US. I'm very Americanized, and Chinese investor from China, they don't like people like me. They want a different style, and I'm not that kind of style. So it's all about planting the seed. If I would encourage you is, we've been around the block for several years already. It's you have to have professional, have to be professional. B, you have to be committed, right? C, you have to care. You have to care about client. It's their money. Like my Japanese client, when I went to speak in Yokohama, Japan, in front of 4,000 people, I didn't expect anybody will buy anything from me, right? But in October, Kiyoshi-san brought 4 CCIM from Japan to Dallas, Texas for the first time. And of course, I have to get a group of my team to wine and dine and drive them around and set up appointment with City of McKinney, do luncheon and do our balabing balaboom and be a good host. And one of the CCIM actually came back in January 20th, 2020, yeah, before pandemic hit. He actually texted me, say, Carol, are you in Dallas in January? I say, yeah, of course, I'm here every day, right? He's spending 3 days in Dallas and he only want to buy a house. And I said, Daiso-san, would you please give me more money? You want to buy a house, you only have $300,000 cash. There's not a whole lot of choices out there, right? So he ended up bought a brand new house from KB Home, and the pandemic hit, and he never even seen the house. So I helped him to do the inspection, walk the builder, close the escrow, rent it out, get him a tenant, and for the the next 18 months. And that's the quality I give and provide for my Japanese client. You treat people like you want to be treated, right? Does that make sense? And
Yes.
this is like the basic principle. And of course, I help him solve many problems about online banking, transfer money, property management, you just name it. Because remember, foreigner, they looking for trust. They're looking for somebody who they can trust. Okay, it's a different country. So trust is very important. Integrity is very important. Commitment, you treat people like how you would like to be treated. And just watch out clients' money very carefully. I introduce CPA attorney to my client because I cannot do it all. They have to follow the guideline, right? They have to report.
I have a
taxes, all that.
question from the audience, and it's from Mindy. And her question is, can you share with us your reason why you chose commercial real estate rather than doing residential?
Oh, good question. Hi, Mindy. Yes, good question, Mindy. I chose commercial real estate. Actually, it's not that I chose. Actually, when I was in Arcadia, California, 50% of my transaction were residential and 50% commercial. And my California license is still with Coldwell Banker in Arcadia. And in our Nakedwood in commercial, in Arcadia, San Gabriel, our house is like $1 million to $3 million, right? And you will have a small little condo in San Gabriel on Valley Boulevard for $500,000, but it's a commercial. So there's not a clear cut about the price. You got to do them all, right?
Yes.
When I get to Dallas, Texas, Mindy, I noticed most of agents don't know what they're doing in commercial real estate. And for me, it's easy because I got A, good training from CCIM. B, I got good training from Los Angeles. I swing with the Sharks for 20 years. This is how Los Angeles is. You got to be fast. You have to be accurate. You have to know your numbers, and you work and work and work, because you don't pick up the phone, they're going to call the next person. You have to know your number. And I was working for East West Bank in 2008, 2009, and 2010 during the downtime. I was doing BPO, broker price opinion. So that trained me to be very accurate on the market analysis and price comparison. I have to know my number. So Mandy, to answer your question, I just love commercial real estate, and I noticed that's my niche in Dallas, Texas, because let's face it, Mindy, in Dallas, the average housing is 350,000. 350,000. Well, because the Californians are buying houses in in Texas now, the 350,000 house now is at 550, 600,000. They have to pay 50,000 over the asking price in order to get that house now. Do you think I want to work on residential? No way. It's not going to benefit the buyer, especially buyer asking for kickback and 1% kickback, 50% commission back to them. I'm not doing any of that. So I rather do the commercial part of it, where I'm already knowledgeable, and it's business to business, Mandy, B2B. Business to business, you have to ask for financial qualification, proof of fund, bank statement, application. We run the credit, we do the background check, and we look at your tax return. It's business to business, very, very, very professional. So there's no if and but, there's no ambiguity. That's why I love commercial real estate, because that's my true calling in Dallas, Texas, is do commercial real estate.
One last question for me, if you don't mind, Carol. You said that CCIM allows you to do consultation works. So apparently you guys have a different computer system that give you all sorts of data that we don't see in the MLS. Is that true, or you have another wider realm of data that allow you to access, so you can create your more in-depth market analysis?
Right. The site is called Site to Do Business, and you
Oh.
have to be a CCIM member in order
Oh,
to
got
have
it.
access. Yeah, STDB, site to do business.com.
Okay.
And if you pay for the CCIM membership, you will have the access. And then that's where you get your demographic income profile,
Wonderful.
traffic count, the market analysis. The green means money, red means no, all that. And you get involved with the CCIM magazine, listen to Casey Conway's talk twice a year, all this, but you have to be a CCIM member.
Thank you. Okay, I'll give you back to Cecilia.
Okay,
you.
thanks again, Carol. Yeah, on behalf of Education Committee again, we hope to see you very soon. Yeah, the soonest will be next year, and then we will have a hybrid or an in-person seminar. So everybody will be more benefit on your personal experience. It really, really informative for today seminar. Yeah, thanks again, and have a nice and safe trip back to Texas.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for having me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.